What's up, team? Stay positive and my fellow apes of AMC. I wanted to make this video for you guys. This is basically my ape story. So where it all started, my life and what happened to me and how I got out to the other end. So I grew up in New Jersey, and at a very young age, I saw some things that someone of that age shouldn't see. I was in a family that did a lot of drugs, and I went into all that stuff too, and drugs and alcohol brought me down a really, really dark path. And I struggled with a lot of things growing up, feeling like I was different, feeling like I didn't belong, really insecure. Everybody else had families, and my family, I felt like, was broken. So it was really tough, and I had to grind out, and I had to find my own ways in life. And I went to institutions like rehabs, and I went to jail. And when I got out, I thought life was going to change. I was 18 years old. I ended up getting my own apartment, and life was grand. I got this, and I didn't listen because I was a knucklehead still, and I went back into smoking weed and drinking and the little stuff, not the hard stuff again. And when I was 19 years old, I was out in Plainfield, and I got shot. And after the getting shot, it changed my life. I got shot right here on my left side. I missed my heart by 6 inches and missed my spine by a ½ inch. So I have all praise to God, that I'm alive today. I probably shouldn't have been. After that, I went through, PTSD. I struggled with depression. I drank and went harder than I did before. After, I think it was like a couple years, I woke up, and I thought to myself, God kept me alive for a reason. At the time, I didn't know what that reason was. Certain things started changing in my life. I started getting sober. I started going to these meetings and changing. And I was really good at selling drugs, so I had this grandiose idea to sell this idea of Team Stay Positive. It was a group that I just started. There was only like 50 people in it, and we would just post positive things, and we would uplift each other and stuff like that. And it was kind of cool at first, and then I had this idea like, let's sell stickers. So I stood out in front of Quick Check every night, and I'd go to the meeting, then I would go to Quick Check, and I would hand out these stickers for $1 or $2. Next thing you know, I was like, let's get wristbands, and then then we got wristbands, and we would sell these wristbands in front of Quick Check, and then people started really loving that idea, and the group started growing. Next thing I know, we had like 500 people on the group. We had ideas to make a couple t-shirts, me and my other friend. So we made a couple t-shirts. We sold them to friends and families, and then we ordered a lot of t-shirts, and we did a couple fair events, and it started growing. People started following the group. I think we even got on like Channel 5 News or something at the time. It was pretty cool. It was like, wow, life's changing, and this is gonna be amazing. And the business aspect, I had no idea what I was doing, and my partner had no idea what he was doing either. We just ordered a bunch of shirts, a couple different colors, all different sizes. So we ended up just getting stuck with the shirts, and we slowly started to drift apart. Life started happening. I had to work. I had a life to live, even though like I was living life, but I had bills to pay. I wanted to get my first car, stuff like that. I had a lot of court fees from my endeavors from way before that I had to do. I think one of my biggest mistakes was I got a girlfriend, and certain things in my life stopped becoming as important. Team Stay Positive wasn't as important because my mind was clouded. And at some point, I think I chased her down to Georgia, and I think my heart got broken, and I had to go through that, and then I don't remember what happened in between that, but at some point we started Team Stay Positive again, and it brought a whole new life and meaning to me. And more people started following. We started doing more fair events. At this point, we had like about 3,000 to 5,000 people on the group, and it started to grow. And I hit a point where I had to work again, rent and bills and stuff like that. So I started working at T-Mobile. That's where I currently work now. I've been working there for about the past 4 years. I had an opportunity to move down to Delaware to become a store manager. And when I moved down there, that's where I really drifted apart. And I felt like I kind of just lost myself, because I was in a new place. I was by myself. I didn't have friends or family with me. And it just sucked, man. And I didn't want to be there. I ended up coming back home, and when I came back home, I started bouncing around different stores, and then I found my own store. And I just in that rat race, I bought a new car. I'm making payments. I'm making rent, and I can never save money. I'm always eating out for lunch, and it just like sucked, man. Like, life became miserable. Then the pandemic hit, and oh man, like it was just depressing, man. I started dating this girl, amazing, beautiful. Her name's Claudia. She's still my girl today. She doesn't know, but I plan on marrying this girl. She's definitely my heart. But the pandemic changed a lot about me, and it changed a lot about a lot of people. And I started investing, and that's how I started to become of the AMC ape community. I was definitely one of the buyers in the beginning that bought AMC, and I'm still holding, and I wanted to share my story with you guys. She just moved in a couple months ago, my girlfriend, and my life is changing again. And the idea of being able to bring Team Stay Positive back to life and help other people that are struggling, whether it's financial or through this pandemic, or if you're in the AMC community and you're struggling holding, or whatever your story was before AMC, I want to hear it. I want to hear your ape story. I want to maybe talk with you and go through it, because that's what Team Stay Positive was about. That community was about sharing our stories and helping other people get through it. And it's been fun and amazing, and I would love to just bring that back to life, and that's where I sit today. I still work for T-Mobile, and I'm gonna try to find the time in between that I could bring this thing back to life, and maybe meet some of the AMC people, even Team Stay Positive, and whatever your stories are and what you're struggling with, because I went through some dark things growing up, and I was able to change my life, get sober, and buy a new car. Actually, I have a pretty nice car, which is pretty cool. I never thought I would have. And right now I'm saving up to buy a house, and start changing my life financially there as well. And I want to try to start to build this YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with what Team Stay Positive is, check out my first video. There's going to be a link in the description for the Facebook group. Go there and share some positive messages, or share that you're struggling with something. And if you share that you're struggling with something in there, I guarantee you in the first 10 minutes about like 20 people will comment on there and tell you that they've been through it, and they're gonna help you through it too. So that's just like the amazing thing about that group. I have a lot of plans coming up soon too. A couple of my buddies want to make some videos. We want to go out and do some just like positive things, whether it's holding the door for somebody, giving somebody a free shirt, just smiling at the next person that's walking in the door, wherever you're going, whatever it is. Just as long as it's incorporated with doing something positive, we're gonna go out there and do it. And we want to be the change in this world. and it's gonna be fun, man. This is the beginning of the journey, and I'm super excited for it, man. And I hope you guys are excited for it too. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share it, just become a part of the community, man. And it's gonna be a lot of fun.